Hi, welcome. I'm doing a live today, and today the live is going to be on giving you resources to help you build the marriage of your dreams. So to start, I just wanted to read a scripture over you and kind of bless you. In Psalm 115, 14 and 15, it says, "May the Lord cause you to flourish, both you and your children. May you be blessed by the Lord, the maker of heaven and earth." And isn't that what we want? That our marriage would be a blessing, not just to us in the middle of our relationship, but to our children and even the children of our children's children. That they would be blessed by what they see in our marriage and how we walk that out. So how do we do that? Well, let me tell you, I got married in 1991. My husband's name's Rick. And a little bit about our story. I walked into marriage thinking that I love Jesus. We're going to follow him. We're going to raise our kids in the ministry. And I'm going to raise my kids up to be missionaries, and we're going to change the world together. We quickly realized that the truth is that we're not perfect. And I didn't put into that into the equation. I started realizing that when life throws us a curveball, we're both so different, and we handled it differently. We talked about it differently, and we didn't know how to navigate when those things that I had hoped, those high expectations that I had for our marriage, didn't turn out the way that I wanted or I thought would be. And the truth is that marriage doesn't have to be perfect, because neither one of us are perfect. We're just walking in this whole journey of trying to be the best people that we can and honoring the Lord, and sometimes it doesn't look perfect. But God, He's still writing the story. And my hope, my heart was that I would be a part of changing the world. And He just told me one day, He said, Jenny, it looks different than what you thought it would because of all of the things that went not according to my plan. He said, but you're still changing the world. It just looks different. And so today I want to just encourage your heart that if you are walking a path right now or a season in your life where it's feeling like, wow, I look at everybody else's journey and theirs looks perfect. They seem like they have it all together, and we've got all this stuff going on. Go ahead and just kind of take a deep breath and say, whew, it's good to not be alone, that we don't all have to be perfect, and there are other people on the journey. And if that's you, you can just go ahead and type in the chat, yay, I'm not alone. We're in this together, right? So whatever that looks like for you on the journey. I want to give you a few things about the truth about marriage as we start off before we get into the resources of what I have for you, and just talk about, really, it's about embracing the reality of life. That recognizing that we're not perfect, and we just have to have a system to work to be able to help us to move towards our health and our well-being in place. And a lot of us don't have that. I didn't know. Most of the things that the resources I'm going to give you today, I didn't have when we first got married. The second thing is I just want to kind of maybe just make this a really common thing for you, that everybody has struggles in their marriage. We all have communication issues. We all have conflict. Sometimes we just don't know what to do with it, right? And so recognizing that everybody has those struggles and having some resources to come alongside of me to help me navigate that would be super helpful, right? If you think it'd be helpful, type helpful in the chat. And then the third thing I just want to talk to you about is really recognizing that when you're struggling, it doesn't mean that your marriage is failing. Really, it just means that you need some tools. And so that's what I want to give you today, some hope and encouragement that if you're in a season where you're struggling, thanks Pam, it's good to see you here today. I'm so excited you're here. But if you're struggling and you need some tools, some extra resources, that's what I want to give you in the next few minutes. First, take a mindset shift, right? The way that I'm looking at marriage, it doesn't have to be perfect. We're just growing. And if we can learn to connect with some new tools, wouldn't that be amazing? And conflict isn't your enemy, okay? Learning how to communicate, it really does teach us how to lean in with one another, to embrace our differences, to recognize and to grow in the challenges of life. And sometimes conflict can feel scary because we don't know what to do with it. But the truth is that conflict is actually an opportunity to grow closer together. And then the last thing I want you to know is I give you these resources. I want you to really visualize what would a relationship that you've always dreamed of look like? Because God put you together on purpose with purpose. And He wants you to have a purpose for your life, a vision for what your marriage could look like, not just for the two of you, but to impact the generations to come, the people that you get the opportunity to interact with every day. He wants you to have a vision for what your marriage could do to impact the world. So let's get started and let's talk about some of those resources that I brought you here today for, right? So first of all, I just want to let you know that I put together some things to kind of wrap around for you. If you wanted some of those, I've got a Marriage Essentials course that you could take, and it's free. I just want to give you some ways of learning how to communicate, how to understand conflict. Each one of my Marriage Essential classes will be focused on something different. This first one is going to be on learning how to understand conflict. And so I'm going to just drop that link in your chat. If you're interested in signing up for that course, and again, it's free, I just want you to be empowered to be able to have a better marriage and have a healthier relationship. Sign up for my email. I'll send you the link for that, and I'll get you a part of that course. Another thing that I've developed is what I am calling your marriage vision board. Marriages need a vision. The two of you need to understand what your purpose is. God brought you together for a reason. And so I put together this fun interactive event for you to take part of, and you'll build a marriage vision board together. You're going to create what the vision is for your marriage. You're going to find connection and deeper friendship around one another in this experience. So I have this. I'm gonna just throw all these links in the chat for you. There's resources for you. That's another one that I put together. If you want to connect with me on that, click on that link, because that'll take you to the Marriage Vision Board. Now, sometimes in our life, there are times and there's areas where we need extra, right? There's a possibility for us to wrap around us with services that I don't provide, and so I wanted to give you those as well. And one of those is with my good friend Pam Hazell. She's in the chat, so you can all say hi, look her up, follow her. She's amazing. I love her to pieces, and I'm not crying. She's just really great. Anyway, she put together a program that she calls Helping Women Win. And really, her heart is to see women succeed at life and to grow in their health and well-being and to wrap around you. So if that's something that, if you're a woman and you're here and you're like, man, I just need a little bit of extra support, extra encouragement, I need some resources to help me win on this journey of life, I'm going to throw that one in the chat. And you can look her up and then use those resources to help empower you to be the woman that God has created you to be. And then the last link that I'm going to give you as far as a resource for today is, there may be those of you that are watching and you're like, man, all that sounds great, but my marriage is not in a season where we could even take part in that. We're going through a crisis. We've had some things happening that we just don't have the capacity to lean into that, and we need some extra help in this season of our life. And so I do work for Focus on the Family, and they have Hope Restored with what we call our marriage intensives, that we actually have people come and they sit in an intensive and get the help that they need to get unstuck, to help them move through the season of life that they're in. And if that's you, reach out. Focus on the Family has a huge heart for marriages, and they offer scholarships, and this is something that would benefit your marriage and take you to that next level so that you can then come back and take part in all those other things and work through that healthier side when you've overcome and walked through that conflict. So anyway, I know I threw a bunch of resources at you today, but I wanted to make sure that you knew that you're not alone. In your marriage, there are resources. There are people that care about you, that want to see you build the marriage of your dreams. And so today, these are some of those things that I wanted to throw your way. Take action. Either take a course, do some journaling, have conversations with your spouse that would help to build that friendship, to take you to the next level of what it would look like to build your dream marriage. And so today, the call to action for you is to sign up. Don't wait. Don't miss out on the opportunity to grow in your relationship and do something that will help you to build the marriage of your dreams. You know, it starts with the small steps, and together we can make a big difference. Thanks for joining me today. Hope that you found some benefit in this. See you next time. Oh, hi, Linda. Hi. Let me see if I can like you. Oh, I liked your comment. Look at that. Okay. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time.